Hey everyone, how you guys going? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my upper body workout routine from last week, but I will also be sharing some tips from my side for those who struggle to gain mass in their upper body. Now, when the gains are slow in your upper body region, then there could be two reasons behind that. Number one, that genetically your body stores more in the lower part, or first in the lower part, or second could be that you're not pushing hard enough on your upper body days. Now, of course, you sure can win over both of these reasons. Alright, so the number one tip is activation. This is an absolutely important aspect of your workout, as good as warm up, right? So you definitely want to warm up before you start your workout, but after your warm up you do want to spend some time doing either a proper activation routine so that you are literally waking up the muscles before you actually start training them, right? Or else what you can do is the first exercise that you're doing for that particular muscle group, you do about 1 to 2 warm-up sets with lighter weights, right? So with those warm-up sets you are waking up the muscles, you're bringing in a rush of blood in that area, you are connecting with your brain that this is the body part that I'm going to train today. So you're basically getting everything activated in that region. So when you actually start your first exercise with the first actual set, your body, those muscles are already ready to take action, and that is when you will be able to push yourself and you'll be able to connect more with your muscle. Tip number 2 is, instead of getting strong in every single movement, focus on getting strong in the compound movements. For example, if I talk about shoulders, focus more on getting stronger and increasing or progressive overloading with your shoulder presses as compared to your front raises or lateral raises, right? So focus more on compound movements when it comes down to increasing your strength, because when you increase strength in a compound movement, it will eventually help you in getting stronger in your isolation moves as well. And then for those particular exercises, you can stick in the strength rep range, right? Normally you see hypertrophy sort of rep ranges that I've shared up until now, which is mainly between 8 to 12 repetitions. But when you're wanting to grow stronger in one particular move, for example a shoulder press or something like that, you can stick within your strength rep ranges, which can be around 6 to 8 reps, right? Sometimes even 5 repetitions. So basically, when you're trying to lift a heavier weight for the very first time in your life, you might not be able to achieve your 10 repetitions with that, right? So it's okay to stick with about anywhere between 6 to 8 rep ranges. Now, this does not mean you shorten all your workouts and you just do 5 or 6 reps in each set for all the exercises. It doesn't work like that, okay? For example, in this workout that I'm showing right now, of course, I really want to, work on my strength gains for my shoulders. So for my shoulder presses, I did my warm-up sets and I stuck with my, strength rep ranges. For the rest of the exercises, I stuck between my 10 to 12 rep ranges, right? Because as I said, for strength gains, you just stick with your 1 to 2 compound movements, and then after that, you stick to your, 8 to 12 rep ranges, and use those muscles, engage with those muscles, and keep on going that way. Even with the warm-up sets, I only did with the first 2 exercises. After that, of course, my muscles were already awake, so you don't then have to do warm-up sets for all the exercises. Now, tip number 3 is basically, of course, about mind to muscle connection. It is an absolutely important thing to connect with the muscle that you are working on. You don't want to just burn calories by performing the movement and not feeling whatsoever anywhere, right? That's just a waste of calories. You want to make sure you are doing the exercise where you're actually able to engage with the muscle that should be performing that movement, right? And the easiest way to kind of feel it that you are definitely doing it is by squeezing the muscle, right? So when you are shortening the muscle in any particular exercise, you want to be able to perform that nice squeeze so that the actual muscle that you want to use in this exercise, you're really crushing it down, as if you're squeezing something. And then when you are doing the opposite part of the movement, that is when you want to be able to feel a good stretch, that okay, I squeeze the muscle and now I'm lengthening the muscle, it's getting longer, right? So you want to be able to feel a good stretch. So you really want to create that mind to muscle connection. Perform the exercises slow and controlled. No need to do faster movements, because then you're taking all the time away from yourself to be able to really connect with your muscle. Fourth tip for you guys is in terms of enough quality work every single week, right? A lot of people, of course, majorly what we hear is, and what I normally get, whenever somebody reaches out to me, is I'm training my arms for 2 days a week, but I'm still not seeing gains and those kind of things, right? So training 2 days doesn't tell me anything, right? You want to make sure that you're doing enough work on that particular muscle each week. That matters. Enough quality work, right? doesn't mean you've trained your let's say arms twice a week, but did you do enough sets? Did you progressive overload enough? Or what kind of exercise selection was there, right? All these kind of things matter. It's not just about that, okay, 2 days you train in a week, so now you're expecting gains. That's not how it works, right? Normally anywhere between 10 to even 16 or up to 18 or even more, depending what level you are in your journey. 10 to 18 or up to 20 sets per muscle per week is basically what you want to kind of find yourself in. Of course, start with as little as 10 sets per muscle per week when you start as a beginner and so on. So that's going to be a starting sort of a range for you. And then of course it's all about testing and trying as well, and experimenting as your body grows, that whether you need to add a bit more sets or a bit more quality work to be able to produce more growth, because of course your muscles get used to what you're doing. So increasing that set range is also a part of progressive overloading, right? So if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys would know that progressive overloading doesn't just mean that you have to increase the weight of dumbbells. You increase your rep ranges, you increase your sets, you add supersets, drop sets, all these kind of things. So there are many different ways of progressive overloading, right? So so you start with somewhere around 10 sets per muscle per week, and then you gradually work on building that up. And it's not going to happen every month or so on, but it will take time. So stay patient. You want to do the right kind of workout, you want to bring in quality to that, and you want to make sure that you're doing enough work on that particular muscle, right? Sometimes people think more is better. They overdo things, they overdo with their exercises. There is no quality in the exercises, but the quantity is way too much, because that's how we normally think that more is better, and that's where they reverse their gains, right? That is also not good. So knowing that is also very, very important, which is where sometimes not sometimes, but which is where customization comes in play. Plus at the same time constantly, as the body is growing and changing, you might have to keep on making changes, right? So it's not that one plan that you are following right now will work for the next 5 years. It's not going to work like that. Your body is changing, and so should your plan be, right? So this is an absolutely important factor that you should keep in mind, because that little improvisation from time to time is a must. And last but not the least, you want to make sure that you are supporting your workouts with good calories and good protein, right? I'm not going to talk more about this particular tip because of course I've talked so much about this in my previous videos. So there you go guys, this was the video for today. I really hope you learned something from these tips and you will start applying these tips in your workouts. Basically the exact same tips apply for those who can easily grow their upper body but not enough on their lower body, right? So exactly the same tips apply for you guys as well. So keep on working hard, stay consistent, make sure you consume your food, and if you have any further questions or issues that you come across or you face, then definitely leave those in the comment section below. I try my best to get back to as many comments as I can. So yeah, definitely drop those in the comment section below, and stay fit, stay fierce, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.